Clap, clap, clap.
This episode of the PesterLine podcast is brought to you by Bricks and Minifigs Centennial.
Sponsorship.
We have our first sponsor. This is fantastic. They have a brick and mortar location at 12201 East Arapahoe Road, Suite A4 in Centennial, Colorado. But if you guys use the promo code PesterLine at checkout, you get 15% off at bamcentennial.com. Bricks and Minifigs is an awesome Lego-based store. They have a lot of cool events. They actually are hosting the cast of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on June 12th. Unfortunately, I'll be out of the country for that one. Hillary and I are actually going to see that show next week.
Dude, tight.
It's going to be freaking sweet. So, yeah, go ahead and use the code PesterLine at checkout for 15% off at Bricks and Minifigs Centennial. Go check them out.
Our first ad read, and we fucked it up.
God.
Hey, yeah, we'll get there.
Oh. Welcome to the PesterLine podcast. We're a trio again. It's been a minute.
He's not on a plane.
Alex is not on a plane.
Or am I?
If you guys checked out the comment section of the last episode, which I don't think you did because only 26 people watched it, and we have 25 subscribers, guys, we are officially at the quarter-century mark.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. And we got some fancy new tricks today, and I'm going to introduce everybody individually. We got Jean.
Hi.
We got Alex. And we got me with a little bit of Alex involved.
A little bit of me. I'm everywhere.
And
He's everywhere.
we're here to talk to you guys about some hockey because a lot of
complete me.
He's got to make up for missing a few episodes, so he's in like all the shots.
Yeah,
now.
he is.
What's the Wedding Crashers? I find you.
I got a stage 5 clinger. Oh God, Isla Fisher, man, that was like one of her first roles. Crazy.
I watched. This is gonna sound wild, but I watched Princess Bride for the first time ever.
What?
On the plane ride back. Ooh, Robin Wright. Robin Wright. Holy guacamole.
Right?
Would you say, holy damn?
I would say, anybody want a peanut? I finally get that joke. I finally get. I thought he was just talking shit in I Love You Man. Oh my God, it's a quote.
It's a quote. You've never seen Princess Bride before?
No.
Oh, buddy.
I've never seen it. So
Yeah.
as soon as Andre the Giant said, anybody want a peanut? I literally died laughing on the plane.
My personal favorite line from that movie is, "Never match wits with the Sicilian when death is on the line." I love that movie.
Inconceivable.
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
You keep using that word. I
don't think it means
what you think it means. My name is
Well,
Aníbal
you know,
Montoya.
He's not dead. He's almost dead.
Well, I'm glad that joke hit even harder for you.
Oh my God, I thought it was funny.
Since you saw I Love You Man first.
It's like one of the other weird things that happened. This is not about hockey at all. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, well,
Welcome to Tangentville.
One of the other most random things that ever happened to me, it was in college, in a literature class, because my major was in literature, which makes this more embarrassing. Because my teacher was like, we're going to read Uncle Tom's Cabin. Has anybody read it before? And I was like, no, but I know the song really well.
Uncle Tom's Cabin, oh yeah.
She's like, what song? I was like, Warrant.
You know, the
Uncle
one
Tom.
with like Sheriff Tom Brady
Yeah,
and
Sheriff
Deputy
Tom Brady.
Hedge.
Two limp bodies down to the water? No? It's not what the book's
I
about?
threw him
my
in a
God.
wishing well.
Oh
That's-
God.
Ooh.
That's not the. Okay.
This Tommy Lane?
Oh my Lord.
Anyway,
we're here to talk about
Anyway, what we're here for.
the conference finals.
tiny banners.
Tiny banners behind us, and if I can make enough money from you guys,
The banners will keep getting bigger.
the banners will get bigger.
And bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually it'll just take over, and it'll just be an hour of a banner on the screen.
Honestly, I see one surprise on this board.
Carolina.
Yeah.
That wasn't just a waste of 8 days. That was a waste of 23 days.
They've been off for so long. I forgot they were in the playoffs.
They've been off for a before they play their game on Thursday. Will have not played hockey in almost 12 days.
It's just insane.
Yeah, that's a lot of hockey that's not being played.
I gave the Flyers a little too much credit.
Yeah, I was the only one who got that series right.
I think I gave the Flyers a game.
I could look that up.
I think I gave the Flyers a game, which I thought they would win one.
I thought they would
Well,
take
maybe
at
I
least
gave them
one
two.
of them.
They're the Flyers. They're big and burly.
So Alex gave them 1. Sean gave them 3.
I thought they'd put up way more of a fight.
I said 0.
Look, if you look back on this, I just want everyone to know. If you look back at our predictions, Sean's a fucking idiot. he doesn't know a goddamn thing.
Sean got all of them wrong, technically.
Although,
He did get teams right.
if you look at the bracket I filled out, which for some reason was different than my picks for this,
That happens.
Just hedging your bets.
I'm winning in that one.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know there's only 3 of us in there, but
Right.
I'm winning. Both of the brackets I accidentally submitted are both in first place because they're exactly the same.
Wow.
That's called fraud.
I don't know how 2 brackets got submitted under my name, but it happened, and I can't delete either one of them.
That's okay. You only get half the points then.
I'm still winning. They're both still ahead of the other 2.
What picks did you do differently in your bracket that you didn't do on your game? Like
I
on the ones
don't-
that we did? Because we didn't get a chance to do a conference semifinal episode because life is a thing still, and this isn't our job yet.
I'm
So
always on a goddamn plane. I was in fucking Texas.
I don't know.
that's
I
right.
think-
You
I-
got to watch the Wild and Avs series end in Texas. Sean and I were here over there playing fucking
I watched
Magic.
it in a soccer bar.
So I picked.
In our picks, you picked Anaheim in 7.
Yeah, so I had Vegas go through on my bracket because I was like, that's the smart one, I think. But in my heart wanted Anaheim, and that's what I went with on our
That's fair.
podcast picks.
We'll just quack, quack, quack in our heart.
Man, that series was devastating as well. We'll get there. I mean, here's what we'll say about Carolina. They played another team that a lot of people had a lot of hope in because of how they ended the season. But again, they played one of the worst teams in hockey that made the playoffs in the Flyers. And now they've beaten 2 teams that should not have been in the playoffs, in my
team's
opinion.
a strong word.
Yeah.
Academically, they're a team. They're 22 guys.
But at the end of the day, Carolina 8-0. First time since what, like 19?
I think it's the first time
In the modern
since
era?
they've gone to 7-round series that someone swept the first 2.
Wow.
It's not the first time somebody's won 8 in a row to start, but I think it's the
We
first time
almost.
since they're all 7.
Can you imagine? Yeah, I think they're gonna say it's the first time ever if the Avs and the Carolina Hurricanes all swept. Like,
Yeah.
this is a not fun playoff. Jesus.
So Sean pointed out an interesting stat about, speaking of the Avalanche and the Wild series, that there's an interesting stat about the Wild that you pulled out in our last episode. Share with this one.
What? That
as
they're
well.
all pussies.
Oh, I mean, kind of. So the Wild on 1 day rest, I think we're 1-4 in the playoffs this year.
That sounds right.
But on 2 or more days rest, I think they were undefeated. The games that they won against Dallas were on multiple days rest. The one they won against us was obviously on 3 days rest, which was ridiculous. But every time they only had 1 day in between games, they lost, except for like one time.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about.
But I mean, if you think about it, Quinn Hughes plays like 50 minutes a game, so he's tired.
Yeah, there's that.
So he needs the rest.
He's a tired boy.
Well, yeah, and I mean, Avs didn't show up for that game. That game looked like they got jet lagged going 3 days into waiting for something to fucking happen.
Yeah, I think they forgot that game started.
Yeah, and I'll admit it was a frustrating one for me to watch because they just our friend Asa described it best as they looked like they were doing mandatory community service on a Saturday morning. Thanks, Alex. That was awesome. And that's just kind of how it was, and it was not a great game. They played like shit, but then something happened in Game 4 that kind of reset everything. It was still a close game. It was a closer series than I think some people
Yeah, 1 day of rest.
expected. 1 day rest. Also, A lot of pundits picked Minnesota to win this series, and I still don't know why.
Yeah, the entire Steve Dangle podcast lineup picked Minnesota.
Yes, they
And then
did.
Adam, I think it was game 5, he live streamed game 5, and he goes, "I have the Avalanche picking the cup." I'm like, "No, you didn't.
He
You
did.
son
So-
of a bitch. You changed your mind.
He and Steve both picked the Avs to win the cup
How can they
But-
win the cup if they can't beat the Wild?"
because their conference picks, like Sean, were different than what their Spark brackets were.
That's what happens when you cheer for Toronto. Your brain just gets all fuzzy.
We'll talk about Toronto in a minute. That whole situation is a
gonna-
little crazy.
Unless they get stupid and trade.
Well, apparently McKinnon is not the consensus number one pick. It's was it Clark Reed?
Is it because McKenna's going to opt for jail time now because Toronto got the first pick and he'd prefer that over Toronto?
Maybe. I don't know. It was similar to the Slavkovsky year that the pick order. Someone was like Shane Wright was going to be the consensus number one, and then he ended up being fourth, and he ended up getting picked fourth.
With Seth Jones dropping.
Yeah, just there's a lot of conjecture about who
Seth
it is.
Jones.
Even though I think Gavin McKinnon is probably the consensus number one overall pick. But back to the Avs and Wild. A lot of Wild pundits have been also saying that this series would have been completely different with Eriksson Ek and Brodin in there. I say probably not. Just because even if Eriksson Ek's in there, your number 2 center is still Ryan Hartman.
Their center pool is just a bunch of sticks on skates.
Pretty
It's
much.
There's a cavern. You look at the lineup, you're like, wow, their wings are really good. And you look at the defense, oh, they're pretty good too.
Yeah.
And you look at the centers, you're like, ooh.
Ryan Hartman, Michael McCarron.
Who are they?
yeah.
It's
Good
like
thing the center's not
Avs-
important.
No.
It was like the Avs center depth 10 years ago, where it was we didn't have anybody.
We had Duchesne.
Yeah, and how many cups did we win 10 years ago?
yeah.
We sucked.
And then
It
we
was
went through
bad.
that period where it was we had
We lost
all
to
the
the Wild.
centers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, okay, guys, we had a problem.
Yeah,
Oversolved
we
it.
oversolved that problem. Same with their right-hand defenseman. Now.
My mom does a thing where she'll go through phases that she just buys one thing, and so at one point it was shredded cheese. And she's like, "Oh, we cooked it for this a lot for dinner." So every time she went to the store, she bought shredded cheese. And I went to the fridge. There's 20 bags of open shredded cheese. I'm like, "Woman, stop! We don't need any more shredded cheese."
Dang, Mama, what are you
And
doing?
then she did it most recently with Pam, the spray.
Yeah.
She had 10 cans of Pam. Every time I go, I get it.
Did she go to Costco? Is that what happened?
And so it's it's like the Avs. They're like, "Oh, we need a center," and the message just doesn't get relayed to them after they've picked up their 6th center.
It's
guys, we're good.
it's like being delivered by the Pony Express.
Then your entire top 9 is just the centers,
Centers.
playing out of position.
Well, I mean, Nicholas Waugh is technically a center playing out of position, but he's playing very well out of position, which is fine with me. But we got to talk about Parker Kelly. I gotta throw this out here. Parker Kelly, 2 massive goals in 2 games. You got the game winner in game 4
And the game starter.
and the game starter in game 5.
That should be a stat.
You
You got
Also-
the ball rolling.
How small was the window for Nathan McKinnon to score that goal? Jesus Christ.
Not small enough.
Apparently, shit.
I still cannot believe that shot went in.
Yeah.
That was incredible. And then of course afterwards he's like, "Oh well, I just I threw it on net and hoped it went in." You did not just throw that puck on net, my dude.
No, you
Like,
did
you,
not.
You meant
hesitated long
every
enough.
bit of that shot. But I just threw it in, and luckily it went in. Stop being humble, bro. Just be honest. Be like, yeah, no, I fucking ripped it past him like I wanted to.
I picked
Yeah.
my shot and I fucking shot
Look,
it.
I wanted to buzz the tower, and I did.
This series also locks in how stupid Jesper Wallstedt's comments from earlier this year were. It just proves that we're the better team.
I forgot about that.
Because that was like his second start in the NHL,
Oh my
and
God,
they
that
won.
was when we were just rolling. We didn't
Yeah.
think we were gonna lose again, and the Wild beat us. We're the better team, buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah, you beat us. You beat us in a shootout, which we
What the fuck?
historically suck at anyway.
And then we figured it out late in the year. That was
forgot
weird.
about that.
I do think it's hilarious that Gustafsson's last game that he played in the regular season was, I think, against the Avs when he puked in the crease and they pulled him. So when he started
I
that game
forgot about
too
that
and gave up 3 on the first 5 shots, a bunch of people were like, "Cool, I'm glad that he picked up where he left off after he puked in the crease."
I might have a brain injury. I don't remember any of this.
Jesus.
Until you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, that did happen.
Like that was a thing, wasn't it?
I'm such a germaphobe. If I saw a guy puke in the crease, I'm like, we lose this game. I'm never going near there
forfeit.
again. I am not fucking.
Can we stay on this side?
Yeah.
Can we not switch
I can't-
sides, please?
Well,
We don't need a long change. It's fine.
Look,
Or
I'm,
if you're the goalie, if I was the goalie, I'd be like, you're not. I'm not. We're pulling the goalie for the next 40 minutes.
I'm not. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the intermission and we're gonna melt the ice down and redo it before we start the next period.
I'm never playing in this building
I'm
ever
never
again.
doing this ever again.
No, that's gross.
Yeah.
I'm glad they puked the series.
Yeah, that is true. The other good part about us finishing it in 5 gives us a chance to get guys healthy again. Last I heard, Malinsky's skating with contact jersey on again. Manson's looking like he's going to be fine.
Sam can make contact with me.
The only no shows we haven't seen right now are Lehkonen and Makar, which is a little concerning.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole gist of Makar's injury. I know it's upper body, probably shoulder.
We'll never know.
We'll never know because
The way
the
the
NHL.
Avs are, especially, we'll never know. They don't tell
but,
you anything in the regular season. Of course, they're not going to say anything in the postseason.
but there's no way he doesn't play tomorrow night.
No,
Yeah.
he'll be there
He'll play fucking 25 minutes.
Yeah, and he'll be effective.
at least.
I mean, people were talking about how like, he hasn't shot much tonight. Makar is more than he's not Evan Bouchard. He doesn't require just taking shots.
You said that really Irish. He doesn't require.
He doesn't require just taking shots. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous thought.
Oh,
That's
just
like-
go to Scottish. It just make it really stressful.
Well, like
Shite.
somebody brought up
Shite.
that kind of argument where it was like, okay, so when Makar's putting up a bunch of points, the Norris shouldn't be just about points. But now that Bouchard put up a bunch of points, you're saying why isn't Bouchard a Norris nominee because he put up all these points? Pick one.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Evan Bouchard, this is just to put him in the category he belongs in, is the first defenseman to not get nominated for the Norris Trophy while leading in points since Tyson Barrie in 2017. That's where I put Evan Bouchard. Evan Bouchard is Tyson Barrie 2.0.
Well, yeah, because he's a defensive liability.
Correct.
But he'll score.
Yeah.
What's Tyson Barrie doing that? Isn't it like a drink company or
Yeah,
something?
chili ones.
Chili ones. Hey, sponsor us.
Yeah, Tyson, I'll message you on Instagram or something.
I will not say what I was gonna say.
Look, he makes fun of himself all the time. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Your name's Barry. you
Was it?
gotta-
Were you guys with me when?
We're always with you.
It was the season before we made the Kadri trade. Yeah. Oh. God damn.
yeah.
I fucking love you guys. It was the season before we made the Kadri trade, and I went to Maple Leafs Avs game, and there was a guy sitting in front of us, and it was I don't think you were with me, but this guy was sitting in front of me and whomever I was with, and he was just sitting there going, "Tyson, you suck at hockey." And the next year, Tyson Barrie joins the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Nazem Kadri trade, and I was like, I hope that guy understands that he did that to himself. He genuinely set himself up for one of the worst situations in this whole scenario. I'm gonna have to crop you out of these fucking things. But I just thought that was relatively funny.
It's hard not to.
I know we're learning. We're learning.
This is fucking funny.
I get to play with stuff now, so this is fun.
I look way better in that shot, though. I look like a ghost here.
Yeah, we're
Do-
still
do
working
the
on.
other- Do the other one.
Go back to. Well, it's because it's a significantly better
I'm all
camera.
fucking sick. How you doing?
What's up? Shoot. Hey, how you doing? Call him Alex Sango.
Oh, you didn't have to say that.
I didn't know if it was true or not. I was just
It's
being
very.
weird.
It's painfully true.
Speaking of single, because nobody wants them, the Vegas Golden Knights, beating Anaheim in a tough series, a pretty well fought series by Anaheim. Best part of the whole thing, Tortorella fucking torts the shit out of this whole situation. He gets the team. Not only is he personally fined $100,000.
Jesus, that's a lot of Pokemon cards.
The team
Or one.
was
depending on which one
punished,
you're going after.
or one. The team loses their 2026 second-round pick
Good.
for violating the media rules within the collective bargaining agreement. The best part of it is they now do not have a first or second round pick till 2028.
Good.
Jesus.
Because they traded their first round pick this year, and they forfeit their second round pick, and then they don't pick to like pick 100.
Good.
I think something like ridiculous like that, or pick
They should just be the Vegas bad guys at this point. Like honestly, I don't get it. I think this was I think it was Adam or somebody made it on the Dangle podcast. Torts was media. Like he was on ESPN or whatever, and he did the interviews, and he was like nice and calm and like a cool guy on those interviews. So he knows that side. So to then turn around and just be a douchebag and say, "Oh no, we're not gonna have any media availability," like, what the fuck?
Well, and I think they tried to circumvent it by like sending. I think it was Howden and Marner out for like 10 minutes. He's like, "The bus is gonna leave without us if we don't."
I'm
do
just
this."
here so I don't get fined.
Well, and it's funny because that doesn't hit for them because they already did the dumb thing. Marshawn Lynch did it because he literally was going to get fined if he didn't show up. And his was more of a meme. Theirs would have been like, well, we got caught and now we're in trouble. And they're not going to be able to get that pick back. I think they're being made an example of. And I'm all for it.
Yeah, because
Good.
you are a sports star. People do pay to watch you play hockey, sure, but they also pay for the interviews. They want to hear your perspective on the game. They want to hear you break down a loss or a win. And this wasn't just a win. This was a series clinching win. They want to get your opinion on it. They want to write the articles because that drives clicks and people want to fucking know what's going on because we're fans of this stupid sport. So I don't understand the high horsing of like, we're too good for this. Like, we're not going to talk to the media. Like, the media is the reason you have a job.
Bingo.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's ridiculous.
It's stupid.
Vegas gonna Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's always them. It's always them doing some bullshit thing. How you doing? It's these new toys are like messing with my head.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's so cool to just see the camera flip. Oh my god, and I feel so professional.
I'm having fun with this too because it's giving me it gives me way too much power. But I just the thing overall, let me bring us all back together here. The thing overall is I love what Anaheim did this year. I'm switching gears because I'm done talking about Vegas for a little bit. I love what Anaheim did this year. You took a young up-and-coming team. You added some pieces that are probably not going to be there in the next couple of years. Killorn, Kreider, Trouba over the last couple of years. Pat Verbeek. Honestly, Pat Verbeek is my pick for GM of the year. What the guy's done with a franchise like that. I would give it to Chris McFarland because of bias, but I think Verbeek is the most deserving, in my personal opinion. But you bring in a guy like Quenneville, who is a all-time coach. Like, the only place he really didn't win a cup was here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But he won 3 in Chicago?
He won one here as an assistant coach.
Okay, that's true. 2001?
95, 96, I think.
Okay.
Grafford.
And then, and
let
then he
me-
became the villain.
Let me double check.
Fucking Vancouver, but Todd Bertuzzi bullshit. We were talking about that in the green room.
Not actually green.
Not actually green. No, weird.
Or room. It's this room.
It's this room.
It's this room with the camera off.
Yeah, that's the green room. Yeah.
Over there.
Thanks, guys, for ruining the immersion.
In between us cussing at cameras.
Yeah, we spent a long time setting all of these dumb cameras up. We have a really
96.
expensive camera. 96. We have a really expensive camera that didn't actually work, and now we got some cool shit going on right now. It's kind of fun. But Quenneville wins cups pretty much everywhere he goes, and I'm very curious to see what he does with his Anaheim team as they get more mature, as they develop. Gauthier, Lacombe, Michikov, and fucking Carlson are about to be a fucking problem. As is San Jose, who's got the second overall pick, and they're just gonna get better. And honestly, if the Kings end up getting the right coach, that team is going to be a problem too. And the California 3 are going to be a problem again, and the Pacific's going to be not a pillow fight. And Edmonton's got a problem on their hands, and it's not going to be fixed by firing your fucking coach. You need to fire Stan Bowman yesterday. But that's beside the point.
Bring in Patrick Waugh. Maybe he'll actually find a goalie who's worth half a shit.
Fun fact.
Switch to camera.
What was Edmonton's coach's name?
Chris Knobloch.
So his name is pronounced Knobloch. It's garlic in German.
Interesting.
And I had the hardest time pronouncing that. I got made fun of every time. Knoblauch.
So does that mean Knoblauch? Is that how you say that?
Knoblauch.
So that means that famed Minnesota Twin and New York Yankee Chuck Knobloch was
Chuck
Garlic.
Chucky Garlic.
Chucky
Chuck
Garlic.
Garlic, baby. Chuck Garlic.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This is totally random. I just want to say it because it happened to me in Germany. So Durham doner is like one of my favorite things. It's
Okay.
basically just like a Turkish burrito.
Ooh.
They have that big meat stick thing spinning, and they take a machete and they chop it off.
Mhm.
And so I got asked by my coworkers to go buy a bunch, and so I grabbed 4 Durham doners and then 1 of the chicken donors for the client, who was a woman, and I ordered the garlic sauce because that's all I've ever gotten. And then the guy looks
Garlic
at
sauce
me
is so good.
in German. He's like, what kind of sauce do you want on this? And I was like, I don't know. I shit you not, like the man's like, is it for a woman or a man? And I was like, what does that make a difference?
What?
Apparently the garlic sauce is for dudes.
Oh, geez.
So-
wow.
Because I said, oh, it's for a Frauen. And he was like, this one. I was like,
Frau.
oh, cool. I'm like, what the fuck?
Can I dovetail this into one of the funniest and most awkward conversations Alex and I had over text?
Oh,
So I was dating this girl from Texas, and we're driving to Texas to go meet her family for the first time. And it was like over the holiday, and we're listening to Rammstein in the car because I made her listen to Rammstein because she made me go see Twilight. It's a balancing act. Sean got me tickets to see 10 Years in Mudvayne for my birthday, and my girlfriend bought me tickets to Twilight, and I had to go to Twilight, and it was
For-
not fun.
For free because I worked
Yeah.
at the venue.
Yeah, for free, and I'll never ever live that down, and it's the worst.
That was,
I forgot that happened too.
That was a top 10 show, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I was pissed, but I got to see them again later, but separately.
Not
so-
with Mudvayne.
Not with Mudvayne. No, I got to see Mudvayne with 7.
But like also what a weird bill.
Strange combination of bands.
But it worked.
Yes. So anyway, I'm driving and I'm listening to Wo bist du by Rammstein, and I text Alex and I say, "What does Wo bist du mean?" He goes, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Texas. Where are you?" He goes, "No, you fucking idiot. That's what it means. Where are you?"
That's what Wo bist du means.
So Wo bist du means where are you?
Wo bist du?
Great song. Fantastic.
That was a good song. It's a sad song.
So let's talk
Die
about
schönen Mädchen sind nicht schön.
Mhm.
Die warmen Hände sind so kalt.
So kalt.
These two guys speak German. I speak French.
What was the other? Oh, there's another line that just goes so hard.
Wohin gehst du?
It's like mit dir ich bin auch allein. With you I'm still alone.
Oh. Yeah, if you translate some of their lyrics, it's some heartfelt shit.
Some isn't.
Yeah.
They-
Top 10 show we've ever been to.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was amazing. Sorry, Alex.
There's nothing there's nothing more interesting than not only running into your German professor at a concert like that, but the next day in class him saying, "Hey, did you get hit by the cum cannon?" That's a conversation I never thought I'd have with a college professor.
Yeah.
I didn't, by the way. I was far enough away.
I didn't get it by the cum cannon.
Neither did we.
Was far enough away that didn't happen.
I hate to admit this, but Sean was an accidental afterthought for that show. And he got his tickets a little later. We also met somebody that night, and we're not going to talk about that. And one of my friends from high school hooked up with the bassist that night. I'm pretty sure she caught everything.
Yeah, well.
Ooh, German STDs.
Yeah, from a 50-year-old German, too.
At least they weren't from the silent film era.
No, they're just from the Iron Curtain.
Jonah sucked on his first boob for 13 straight hours.
Straight hours. It was magical.
High score? What does that mean? Did I break it?
Sit on my wings.
Did you know that movie is the reason Nick Swartzen and Adam Sandler are friends?
I did not. Adam
because
Sandler?
because
Oh, it's his production, right?
it was his
It's Happy
production. Yeah,
Madison?
Alan Covert wrote it, who is one of Adam Sandler's best friends.
Oh my god.
And they Adam Sandler heard Nick Swartzen's joke about his grandma, like, "Oh, Nicholas, you're so strong. Look at you lift that gallon of milk." And he was like, "We're writing this movie called Grandma's Boy. Do you want to be in it?" And he was like, "Shit, fuck yeah, I do." And apparently he spent the entire time just doing Adam Sandler to Adam Sandler, like, "Ho ho, Mr. Sandler." So
As one does.
as one does. Back to hockey real quick. Let's talk about this matchup before we head over to the East. So we've got the Colorado Avalanche, President's Trophy winning Colorado Avalanche, 8-1 in the playoffs. Have played the Kings and the Wild, and have honestly had one of the tougher roads because they had to play the Wild. Vegas has played an up-and-coming Mammoth team
Boo.
and a young, inexperienced Ducks team.
Woo.
Quack.
Quack.
Ooh, quack.
So they've
Ooh,
had two very different trajectories to get to the conference finals.
I feel so sorry for Mike. He's just fucking trudging through it, man. He's like, he's just taking shots left and right. Like he's getting through the trenches though. You know that there's a picture of it's like a soldier. He's doing the cross and he's like protecting these people with a bunch of like arrows in him. You should find that and superimpose your face and like Mike getting the podcast done, and it's just me and Sean going boo 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 boo.
It's that Spider-Man meme of him holding the train back.
That's the thumbnail.
One step closer to jumping off this fucking train. Oh my
Step
god.
closer to actually talking about hockey.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Which reminds me,
hockey. This series is going to be the toughest challenge for the Avalanche, hands down, coming into this playoffs. Vegas kind of found their rhythm late. Tortorella replacing Bruce Cassidy kind of found a way to get a little bit more out of his team. Part of it is playing Mitch Marner where he actually fucking belongs, not in the center.
I was just say not in Toronto.
Well, I mean, even when he wasn't in Toronto, he was playing center under Cassidy's system for some fucking reason when they already have, I don't know, Jack fucking Eichel.
Yeah, well.
So one of the things I think that this series is going to show is how important the Avs depth actually is going to be. Because personally,
you're so deep.
I think, they are deep. They're 4 lines deep. 4 lines deep.
Does it fit?
That's another story for another time. But yes, I will say I think this is going to be that one series where the Avs depth gets tested, and if they can pull this off, I don't see them losing in the Stanley Cup.
It is interesting to me that the run that the Avs have had so far in this postseason, that there are still people that are like, oh, well, Vegas, though, they're not going to be able to handle this thing that Vegas does. It's like, that's cool. You said that about L.A. You said that about Minnesota. And here we are. We've lost 1 game so far. I think the Avs have proven they can play whatever style of game you want them to play. And Vegas really hasn't been tested much. So I don't necessarily know that Vegas is going to be the toughest opponent for the Avs. I think with the history they have with Minnesota, I think like mentally that was probably the toughest one, and overcoming that hurdle, along with winning at home, beating Minnesota.
For the first time since 2008, right?
Yeah.
Against Minnesota.
Against Minnesota. And getting past the second round again. I don't know that Vegas is necessarily the hardest thing that the Avs are going to face. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I don't know. I think Minnesota was probably the hardest series that the Avs have had, will have had so far.
Fair enough.
Personally.
I know someone has a very distinct take on this series. Yeah, I believe there was some words spread in our chat.
It might be like way over there.
Might be that guy.
I don't know.
But I know that we had a little brief conversation yesterday. I'm just curious to see if you stand by what you said yesterday and if this is how we're going to play this one.
I don't know shit. I don't know. It's tough because I don't love how Wedgwood and Blackwood are playing. They kind of look like shit at times, which is stressful, especially when Marner is just tearing apart his opponents like a Canadian wildebeest. He's Canadian, right?
Yes, he is. He was on the Canadian national team that took silver at the Olympics.
Fucking losers. North America. Well, I guess they're North America.
I mean,
That was basically Team Canada.
McKinnon was on Team
That was
North
basically
America.
Team Canada anyway.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's tough because I'm not a fan of history. I think Vegas pulls some fucking bullshit, and
You are not a student of history.
because I think they put up a stat on one of the games when like the Avalanche went up 2-0 in the series, and they're like, fucking 80% of teams go up 2-0 and win the series. I'm like, I know one who didn't. It was the Avs versus Vegas,
Yes.
where we won the 2 at home. I think it was at home, and I was just feeling good, living life, slinging burgers, and I think we won one of those games.
We
ridiculously.
won game 1 7-1.
Yeah, like that's oof. That's an oof kind of a game.
Right.
And Vegas came rearing back, and they won 4 in a row. And you're just kind of sitting there in Game 6, like, why do I watch this sport? This sucks so much ass.
Yeah.
Because I think the Avs, I think Game 6, if I remember correctly, they like tied it late or something, and like it seemed like it might go to overtime or something, and then like Vegas just shut the door. And you're just like, this sucks. I hate this so much. And so I've got that on my shoulder. And also last year with Rantanen just dismantling the Avalanche. So I see Vegas putting up a fight. I see this going to 7. And for some reason, McKinnon, my favorite guy, not my favorite, but he's good. he's really good.
He's good.
And
He's all right.
he's all right.
He's all right.
He's probably one of the best, top 3 players in the world right now. Not even an argument.
No, and if anybody says otherwise, they're just being a hater.
He just doesn't know how to play in Game 7.
I
He
did.
just can't do it. And like everyone's commenting on his goal against Minnesota and then putting it side by side with his gold medal game. You're like, that's tough. I get it. You miss shots all the time. But that was a big game. And so if this goes to 7, we're fucked. We're so fucked.
Yeah, but there is something to be said about that Olympics sending McKinnon into like supervillain mode.
So just to give you an example of what they don't have from that 21 team.
It doesn't matter.
But let me just
It doesn't matter.
let me hit these notes.
That was a fun sound.
That was a fun sound. They don't have Alex Pietrangelo. They don't have Max Pacioretty. They don't have Marc-Andre Fleury. They have Carter Hart and Shea Theodore. And then I guess you could say Mitch Marner.
It
and Jack
doesn't
Eichel.
matter who's in net. We're going to make him look like a fucking all-star. We're so good at that.
We
The
really are.
Avalanche.
I would love to know the stat of like goalies who just aren't good at all, and then we put up like 80 shots on them and only score twice.
But
Just bang your head against the wall.
right, I understand where you're coming from, and I
Do you?
see that.
Do
Yes,
you?
I
Do you
do. I
understand?
do.
Dude, that's where I'm coming from. Where am I coming from?
Right there.
Yeah.
But I just something tells me Vegas can't hang with this team. Like it's just
If you can't hang, then there's the door, baby.
right. Exactly. I just something
Stat.
they're not going to be that Mark Stone may not be playing in this series, which would make a huge difference, truthfully. And
Well,
Mo-
he didn't get his 4-month break.
he didn't get his 4 months. And Marner is tearing up. No offense to me making those picks against them, Utah and Anaheim. He's not tearing up Dallas. He's not tearing up Minnesota. He's not tearing up Carolina.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you got to
and Dostal.
yeah, you got to kind of think about the targeted and
You're making fair points. You're just not accepting the fact that the heavens are
It's-
going to open up and God's going to say, I hate you, Alfalfa. And he's going to smite the Avalanche with Vegas and 7.
have you joined the He-Man Woman Haters Club? Is that why?
Always.
No
The He-Man Woman Hater Club.
So that leads me to prediction time because I feel like we can't really talk much more about this. I think
we could.
okay. Well, I mean, I think the Avs having
McCarr's injury worries me because
Okay.
he's busted. He's old and busted. And Marner's
at 26.
that new hotness.
Old frail Kale.
Oh, for okay.
Our goaltending freaks me out. Vegas special teams looks good, and our tendency to give up shorthanded goals is worrying because I think this is going to be a tightly contested series with because I'm so good at predicting this. It's going to be 3-2, 1-0 kind of games, and so special teams is going to be a backbreaker in more than one game. And if we let a shorthanded goal through, I'm gonna rage.
Did we allow a single shorthanded goal against Minnesota?
I don't know.
I don't think
Probably.
we did.
I don't know, but
Was
if
it
it
the
makes
Kings
you,
that we let a shorthanded goal
We let
in
it
the
against the
playoffs?
Kings.
but if it makes you
Gross.
feel any better, I thought that Game 5 against Minnesota was going to be a blowout win for the Avs or a real close win for Minnesota. I was super wrong with how I thought that game was going to play out.
And I predicted the exact score for Game 4, some weird miracle of weirdness, and definitely was closer in Game 5, but not how I saw it happening. I thought it was going to be
I
we
predicted
had the lead, and then we didn't have the lead.
I predicted it the whole way. I knew we were gonna go down 3.
And then
Had them right where we
Had 'em
wanted.
right where
them.
we wanted.
I knew it. I knew it. Never worried. Not one moment was like, this sucks.
that's very big of you. So
Just imagine a pissed off, tired, scared Alex in the slums of Houston.
at a soccer bar.
Yeah, it was
Hanging
a
out
long
with-
road to the soccer bar.
Hanging out with soccer hooligans in Houston.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. I do not love Houston.
Today was a very special soccer day for me, but I'll leave that to myself, and we won't talk about that right now. All I gotta say is North London forever. Let's do predictions for this one.
I have Manchester United in
Manchester United made Champions League. They're back,
the best
and they also just hired.
goddamn football league in all the land.
Not bad, gents. Not bad at all.
Uh,
Oh, Vinny Jones.
no, I have unfortunately Vegas in 7. Vegas strong.
Yeah, I get it though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not genuinely mad at you. I think you're making a very headstrong pick.
Headstrong will take you on.
Oh, we don't talk about Travs on this podcast.
Strong will take you on. Headstrong
I-
will take on anyone.
I respect that you feel the way you do, and I know that
You're
you
wrong.
are
but I
picking.
respect it.
No, and you're picking with knowledge and fear
No,
of
this-
history.
Yeah, this is.
You know what? I may not like what you're saying, but I will defend to the death your right to say it.
Correct. Bingo. Nailed it. Sean, what is your prediction?
Avs in 5.
And
Right? That's what I said?
Yes, because you wanted them to win at home again.
Yes, because they broke the home curse. They got a taste of it. They're going to do it again, and it won't happen in Game 7 because they haven't broken that curse yet. So if it goes to 7, then we're not winning the series.
No, I'm going to go back and check our conversation to make sure that that's correct. The only reason I did that, I'm not bringing up the slide. I have the slide with both of our responses. I don't want to bring it up right now. Sean has, yes, Avs in 5. And I have Avs in 6.
That's Fund for our German viewers.
Oust. So that's a great song. Who was it written for? Do you know?
Nope.
Vitaly Klitschko.
Let's say it was somebody's entrance track. but
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
supposed to be Vitaly Klitschko's entrance track, and then he decided he didn't want it, so they released it on Mutter, I believe. Great album. This is going to be a lot of Rammstein talk. But before we do that, before we get to the Eastern Conference, let's remind you guys about Bricks and Minifig Centennial, our new sponsor. They're awesome. They're great. If you guys live in Colorado, go ahead and check out their brick and mortar location at 12201 East Arapahoe Road, Suite A4 in Centennial. If you want to, though, you can use the code PesterLine at checkout for 15% off at bamcentennial.com. And they're a bricks and minifigs, so Legos. They do a lot of cool master build stuff. If any of you are Magic nerds, they occasionally do deck build nights and draft nights.
These guys.
So get in touch with them and let them know you're interested. Also, swing by and let them know we sent you using the promo code PesterLine for 15% off at checkout.
Hell yeah.
We're new at this whole ad thing,
Hell
so yeah. Nailed that one, not the first one. Shit.
No, but that's our style. We're just gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, and we're gonna be also trying to get some more different styles of content out to you guys as we close in on the end of the season, and with us having a little bit more availability to do some shit, we're gonna find some ways to create some fun stuff. We got Sean looking at draft prospects and stuff, and then we've got free agency as the cap rises from the grave. Holy shit, cap went up by a lot. So expect a lot of movement around July 1st. We still got a couple coaching vacancies to fill out, and it'll be interesting to see what certain clubs above the border make. I'm talking about you, Toronto and Vancouver, who made some very weird decisions in terms of general manager choices. But that's beside the point, because nobody cares about that right now, because we have the Eastern Conference. Finally decided after a crazy fucking Game 6 and an even more insane Game 7 between Montreal and the Team of Destiny.
Oh.
Not anymore. Buffalo Sabres. How about going from shit to winning your division and then proceeding to lose to a team that has just about the same amount of business as you being in the playoffs right now in the Montreal Canadiens?
The only more Buffalo thing to have happened would be if they lost the cup.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that. That is just so Buffalo.
I mean, at least it's kind of like Minnesota. I mean, they're used to it. It's not a surprise that this is happening. It can't be that disappointing because you almost have to expect it at this point.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they have any fans anymore.
Wide right, early whistle.
How can you?
The interception that was.
Go through this every year.
I don't know.
So
That's true loyalty though.
And to live in Buffalo.
And to live in Buffalo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then they also are adjacent Blue Jays fans, so they watched that World Series too, which is even worse. Yeah. But Montreal has kind of shown off that they've got some talent.
Yeah, Alex Newhook.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. 2 Game 7 game winners?
Yep.
That's and he's only 2 goals of the playoffs too, I think.
When I texted you guys Harvard,
Yeah.
I totally was thinking Alex Kerfoot.
Oh man. Newhook went to BC.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, how many Alexes used to play for us? Jesus Christ.
Let's see, Tanguay,
Tengwa.
Kerfoot, Newhook. There's probably a few more in there over the years.
There has to be.
Yeah,
It's a great name.
it is a great name.
It might be my favorite name.
I wonder why.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know why.
I mean, Alexander the Great was pretty cool.
He was all right.
He did build a pretty sick library that got burned to the ground.
On accident.
Yes, it was not intentional.
Although, another fun fact, I watched a video on this and I kind of found it was interesting. Like, most of the contents of the library weren't lost in the fire. They were just lost to, like, time because they wrote on, like, papyri, and it's like, that's not how you store things long term. And
Can't
so
seal that shit in wax.
it all just faded away. That would have been funner if he stayed on the other shot, but no, he just had to switch
There you
on
go.
over.
Faded away.
No, I don't want to.
Faded away.
I don't know.
Oh, Sean's
gotta
got to disappear.
He's
Oh, Jesus.
gotta take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
We could sidetrack into some history talk right now while we wait.
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Oh man, there was something I just saw on Jeopardy the other day that kind of blew my mind. God damn it, what was it?
Fun. This is a random fun fact while you're thinking about it. Well, it's in the brain. We were on one of my shows abroad,
Okay.
and the client that I work for is American, and we do like polling during these shows, and we play music during the polling, and the client wanted us to do like a Jeopardy style game, and so we had the like board where you can pick your like you can like I want this for 200 or whatever. And then we played the Jeopardy music, and it was so fucking funny because I think they were like Europeans. They had no idea what Jeopardy was.
Oh my
They
gosh.
didn't know the game. Like, oh my god, it is an American thing. I'm so sorry.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
I would have never
it's
thought
like-
that Jeopardy would be not international.
They were like because the client we work for is like a middleman. 'Cause,
Okay.
like the client hires us to do the technology, but then like the pharmaceutical company hires the client.
Got it.
Like, so like we're working for the pharmaceutical company, but we don't deal with them. And so like one of the pharmaceutical reps came up to us and goes, "What's Jeopardy?" And I was like, "I don't even know how to begin to explain this."
So think about this. They have X Factor. They have European country, enter name here, Got Talent. They have European
Bosnia's Got
country.
Talent.
Yeah. European country, enter name here, Idol. But they don't have Jeopardy.
The best one.
They have no. There was a period there where they traveled around the world with Deal or No Deal.
Ew.
And
Jeopardy's the best.
oh, I agree. I watch Jeopardy on the regular. We watch
Hands
it.
down.
It's great. I love it, and I haven't been able to watch it as much, but it's one of my favorite shows. I've
It's
done
kinda
it a couple
sad.
times.
It's kind of sad now. Like I don't hate the hosts that they were throwing in.
Ken's been decent. He's
good.
gotten a lot better.
Yeah, he's
He's
good.
gotten
but
a lot better.
It's just like Price is Right. I'm like, man, that show should just end.
Yeah, Drew Carey filling some big Bob Barker shoes there.
Oof.
But no, Alex Trebek, great Canadian, by the way.
One of the few.
Alex Trebek was Jeopardy for us. He was the host for so long.
He's just good. Like his
Yeah.
humor was funny. It was just-
I love that Johnny Gilbert's still here though. This is Jeopardy, and that dude's like 95.
Hmm.
And he's had one gig. He gets to go from the Alex Trebek Studios in Los Angeles, California. This is Jeopardy.
Man, that's the dream. I wish I
Yeah.
had a sexy voice.
I mean, have you listened to yourself lately?
Yeah, I sound like a child, a little nasally. Oh, let's play games, guys.
Not when you do it like that.
Yeah, John. Oh my god. What's your history fact?
I can't fucking remember. Damn it. It had something to do with French history lore. Which is surprising, I know, right? Oh, did you know that they actually don't believe that Napoleon is buried at Invalids? They
I didn't
think
know.
that he is somewhere else.
Do you believe he's still alive?
They've proven that he's there, but someone used to. There was a myth that he Never left Etna.
Napoleon will rise again. He's coming back.
That'd be crazy. Also, wasn't he? He was like a grand master at like 7.
I don't know much. Napoleon's one of the ones I don't know a lot about. I just know he wasn't short,
No, that was British propaganda.
and that just spread.
Yeah.
Everybody still fucking believes that.
Even Animaniacs taught us that he was short.
Yeah, it's just it's
And he
just-
poked his belly button.
It's just wild that they
Um,
still believe that.
The other falsity was that he kept his hand in his jacket to hold in a hernia, but it was just how they stood for pictures in
Oh, yeah.
French military.
Because it looks fucking cool,
Yeah.
man. I do it all
Um,
every time. If I have a button-up jacket, I'll just sit there like,
But he was like
wee.
he was like my height. He was like 5'8".
Yeah, like for French, that was a normal. And like the discrepancy came from the fact that I think this was before the metric system, so there was a difference between British inches and feet and French Brit feet and inches.
Interesting.
And so his measurement in French was like 5'5" or something, but in English measurement that would have equated to like 5'8", 5'9".
Right.
But because there was a discrepancy in how they measured it, which is why they went to the metric system to begin with, because they're
Right.
like, this is fucking stupid.
Just even this shit out.
So yeah, there was a confusion between. It wasn't confusion. The British were just mean.
No, they were just mean.
They're mean, and they're.
We're going to this one for a little bit. The other
How you doing?
there's just so many interesting things about like
Francois.
the French military was phenomenal for a very long time, and then they
If
kind
it
of
wasn't, if there wasn't a sea separating England and France, England would have been fucked a long time ago, because the French, for most of European history, has just been like French,
Mhm.
because yeah, like Charlemagne. I mean, come on, that dude, that was Europe. It was northern Spain, France, Germany,
Yeah,
and like it. Like, come on, that's
Mhm.
insanity.
Charlemagne was a machine.
He's the dog. He's the OG dog.
Well, and then if you think about it, the English language, for a lot of people who don't know, I have an English degree, as that's a great thing. You do too. English is not a Latin language, despite what people would want to believe.
It's German.
It's Germanic, and it has influence in Latin languages because the Normans.
Who was the Norman that invaded?
Was it William?
Nicely done. What year was it?
Oh shit, that one I can't tell you. It was it late 16th century?
Well, way
Way
earlier.
earlier than that. 12. No,
Earlier.
I don't remember. 8.
1066.
1066. Ah,
1066, baby.
I was close with 12. But yeah, and so a lot of the funny thing is like people are like, why does English have so many words that mean the same thing but are different? It's because do you know why?
Well, yeah, because it's the. I mean, I don't know where you're going with it, but what I think of is just that the aristocrats spoke French, so that's why like nicer words are associated with French, like campaign or something, and like because like you have lamb, and then you have mouton,
Mhm.
and then you've got cow, and you've got boeuf, and so like a lot of the stuff switched. Like mutton in English it sounds horrible.
Right.
Mutton.
Mutton.
What is that mouton? That sounds kind of fancy. How you doing?
Yeah, you nailed it. So the aristocracy spoke French, so a lot of the fancier words like venison, and lamb or mouton, a lot of those are
That's a lamb.
why we have different words that mean the same thing, and that's why like when you get a fancy piece of steak or beef, sirloin,
Boeuf. Filet mignon.
you use those fancier terms because the peasant class, the lower class, this citizens class,
the fucking losers.
didn't speak French. They spoke standard English.
No, they spoke.
Well, they spoke Old Norse.
Yeah, no, they spoke Old German because English started to develop around like Shakespeare. Like Shakespeare invented. Way too many words.
Yeah, he invented most of English.
Shakespeare, Chaucer, Milton are credited as like the three grandfathers of modern English because they took the German and were like, "Yeah, I like what you're doing.
Yeah,
let's just make it better."
Because I had to learn Canterbury Tales in Middle English.
I don't get the love. It's just fart jokes. It's just
constant
fart jokes.
Of the three that you mentioned, Milton is my favorite. Paradise Lost is one of the greatest pieces of literature ever written, in my opinion.
I mean, it's hard to fight with Shakespeare, though, man.
I agree.
It's too hard.
But
it's too hard.
Milton developed a majority of what modern Christians believe about hell.
The rings, right?
Well, that's
Circles.
Dante.
Oh,
Dante
that's
did
Dante.
the circles, but like the concept of Satan and Lucifer doesn't come from the Bible. It comes from Paradise Lost.
It doesn't come from Miroslav, the Buffalo Sabres.
Miroslav Satan. As we pigeonhole back into
Back
hockey,
in hockey, baby.
We're just waiting on Sean.
No,
I mean it's okay.
I'm trying to think. One of my favorite quotes is from Shakespeare. It's from Julius Caesar. Oh, where's my phone? You're gonna love this. You're gonna be like, oh, that is.
Mine is from A Midsummer Night's Dream.
You know it off the top of your head?
I compare these to an ass, and that's when bottom becomes a donkey's head.
That's just pure.
It's fucking beautiful. Midsummer Night's Dream is one of the best comedies ever written.
All right, you ready for this?
Let's go. Julius Caesar.
If I've done well, give loud applause, shouts of joy in this actor's cause.
Ooh.
Oh.
Fancy.
It just gets you feeling like all sorts of weights.
A2 Brute. A2 Brute.
Which is also funny because Julius Caesar hated the French. Oh, he did not like them.
No, he did not.
He there's a couple killing sprees. A
Just a
couple
little bit.
Kilimanjaros
A little bit.
running through. Although that gets fun because it gets into the question of like when do they are the Gauls separate than the French? Because the Franks were a Germanic tribe.
Right.
The Gauls were not. They were a Celtic tribe, I think. And it's like they're not. When does it change? How does it change? What the fuck? When did the Romans become Italians? Can we go back?
I don't know.
We fucked that one up.
The Holy Roman Empire.
Have you ever heard it's not Holy Roman or an Empire?
No.
No. Because everybody says that, and it just fucking pisses me off. Sean would say it. I know if he was here, he'd be like, it wasn't Holy Roman or an Empire. Oh, it just grinds my gears. It was fucking a Frenchie, Voltaire,
Oh, yes.
who said it was neither Holy nor Roman nor an Empire. And it's like, that's because you're French, dog. The French, if you look at the map of the Middle Ages, it's the Holy Roman Empire and France.
Yeah, they hated each other. It's pretty evident.
And like it's funny because the Holy Roman Empire, like the first Holy Roman Empire was Charlemagne, which included France.
All of this is staying in, by the way. None of this is coming out of this episode. You guys just get a nice history corner while Sean's handling business.
It's just cut and paste history. I'm really because I'm playing Crusader Kings 3, Touch of Destiny.
Ooh.
really into medieval history. I just love medieval Europe.
It was an interesting time. A lot of crazy shit happened. A lot of advancement and death.
The craziest thing, I knew it vaguely, but I watched a video like 2 days ago that really kind of cemented it home of how America was discovered. And it happened because for hundreds of years, the Europeans used the
Silk Road,
No, it's
the Cape of Good Hope. Or sorry,
it's Constantinople.
oh,
The Dardanelles, or like up there.
Yeah.
What's that? It's that little piece of land that you can go through into the Black Sea, and that was the quickest way to get to like India, because then you would hit the Silk Road. You go up to Crimea or to the Caucasus, and then you just zip on over to go get silk, on a road. And the fall of Constantinople like ended that, because the Ottoman Empire was a Muslim kingdom.
right.
And so all the Christian countries were like, shit, now we can't use this pass that we've used for fucking ever. And so Christopher Columbus is like, I can find a new one. And so America was founded just because the Europeans were trying to find a shortcut to India because they didn't want to deal with the Ottoman Empire.
Right, and when they hit that's why they call it the West Indies.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
It was just for money. It's all because Constantinople fell. If Constantinople never fell,
It's through Tiberias and the Sicilian Gates.
just ask what the past the
Strait is.
what is
Go for that.
the-
And then we've been given permission to continue because he's dying in there.
was it the burger? I feel bad.
Probably. I feel bad as well.
I don't feel bad. He's weak. Weakness. The Bosphorus.
Okay.
Duh. The Bosphorus Strait. The Dardanelles are under it.
Well, let's use this shot while we got it, since it's the cleanest one, and we can bring your mic a little further. There you
Make
go.
it close. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, okay, let's just go this way. Hey, what's up? So we were talking about the Eastern Conference. You were a Habs fan for a long time.
I still am. They're
Okay.
still number 2. Patrick Waugh, my boy.
Yeah, that was a big reason.
And I love the Canadians. My username, my first ever, I think, username on, God, what was it?
AIM?
MySpace or some shit? It was some. The first one I ever had to make one, it was Habalanche.
Oh, that's pretty sick. I like that.
Yeah, the Habs and the Avalanche.
I will admit, I rooted against Montreal for a long time because I was a Nordiques fan before they came to Colorado. So that rivalry was always there. My great-grandparents are from Quebecois. So, yeah, I'm a gross French Canadian. It just gets worse and worse, I know.
My grandparents are from Lithuania. We don't have a hockey team.
But the interesting thing to me in that series was the youth movement has arrived in Montreal in a big way. Lane Hudson, Juraj Slafkovsky, and Joka Dobesh.
Yeah.
Holy, what? Like, I did not see that coming at all.
Minus Game 6.
Well, yeah, that was an all-time collapse. But
Oopsie poopsie.
but you think of the history of Montreal, like, let's just go the last 30 years. Patrick Waugh, Carey Price. Like, those names are synonymous with goaltending in the NHL.
That's such bullshit that they got. That we had Patrick Waugh and then fucking shit.
Yep. I mean, yeah, Abisher and then Varlamov.
I love Varley.
Underrated. Underrated as an
He was
Av.
good. We just didn't have a team in front of him.
That dude, Jesus.
But like Picard,
Georgiev, Kemper, Grubauer.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ironically, Kemper did the opposite of what Varlamov and Grubauer did. He went to Washington instead of coming from Washington.
That's not how this works.
That's not how that works.
What the fuck?
And then played pretty well in LA, but got outbid by Anton Forsberg. But the other thing though is, like, Montreal, Martin Saint Louis has to be in conversations about how the hell they decided to he and Jared Bednar have very similar tracks, in my opinion. I mean, Bednar came up the ranks from the ECHL, winning there, the AHL winning there, and then obviously winning with the Avalanche in 2022. But Martin St. Louis came from coaching 13-year-olds, and they gave him the job, and he did not have a team in front of him. But in 2020, going to the Bubble Cup final as the Western Conference final champion.
See, but that's why I don't think they have it, because it's the same as the Avs. We could title this episode "Once Bitten, Twice Shy." Because
once bitten, twice.
man,
Oh, great white! Oh my God!
I believed in Montreal that year. They swept Tampa. That's nuts.
Yeah, they did.
And then they just shit the bed. I think that was the bubble. They swept Tampa at one point.
They swept Tampa before because the Tampa won in the bubble.
Yeah.
That was Tampa's first cup.
When did Montreal swept Tampa?
They swept Tampa. No, Columbus swept Tampa.
Oh, you're fucking everything up.
Yeah. No, Montreal cooked their way through the playoffs to get beat by
win
Tampa.
the Western Conference.
Yeah.
Weird. Because it was the Canadian League, right?
Right. Because that's when the divisions were in the bubble.
Yeah.
And they had played in Edmonton.
And, I don't know. I want to believe, man. Unless they're playing the Avs, then fuck them.
Yeah.
I want to believe in them. I don't see it happening for them.
And see, that's the thing why I'm going to pivot to Carolina. Why I don't know, I want this series to be an intense series, and I think it's going to be a closer series than people are giving them credit. I don't see Carolina sweeping this series just because
Get out of you.
Something about Montreal tells me
that they're getting swept.
that they're a better team than presented.
Philadelphia.
I think they're better than Philadelphia and better than Ottawa. I don't know why anybody I understand Philly and Ottawa had amazing runs to get into the playoffs, but they also had amazing runs getting into the playoffs in one of the most jam-packed, log-jammed fucking bottom seeding situations where everybody in the middle of the league was in the Eastern Conference, across the board. I mean, LA and I think LA was the lowest ranked team in the playoffs going into the playoffs. But Dallas, Colorado, and Minnesota were 1, 3, and 4. So that's how you look at it from there. And then the pillow fight that was the Pacific, whatever. Thank you, Connor, for that, by the way. Connor McDavid, you're G. But I think the challenge for Carolina, this one leads into the stupid argument of rest versus rust. This leads into, because they've had the longest layoff of any team in NHL history between Game 4 and Game 1 of the conference finals. And Montreal's coming off of arguably one of the most emotional series they've played in a while, with Game 6 being, hey, we're up 3-1. I think we got this. And 8 goals? Jesus Christ.
What happened?
Yeah, falling apart to losing the lead 2-0 again, and then finding a way to win in overtime. Thank you, Alex Newhook, again.
Former
Av. Signed there as a free agent, I believe, because he was on the 2022 Stanley Cup team.
One of them boys.
Yeah, signed as a free agent.
I think I was upset to lose him.
Yeah, because we traded Justin Barron to get Lehkonen, who hopefully will be back. But I'll be curious to see, because Freddie Anderson has essentially been perfect. He's been perfect since the entire playoffs, but again, he's played Ottawa and Philadelphia. And has had arguably one of his best playoffs ever. It's amazing what happens when former Maple Leafs leave Toronto and can stay healthy. Frederik Andersen's issues that he hasn't been healthy. And this might be his final run with Carolina, as you have Kochetkov and Bussy behind him, who
got that Bussy.
They have Pyotr Kuchi and Bussy.
What the fuck?
I'm a child. Who will be their goalie tandem for the next few years. But the challenge now comes to this.
Oh my god.
They're facing a team that finally has a little more offensive firepower. I don't see Juraj Slafkovsky going 7 games without a goal.
Well, Caulfield's had a rough playoff, hasn't he?
And Caulfield's been pretty quiet, but everybody else has stepped up. Jake Evans has played really well. Lane Hudson's played really well. Suzuki's like out of his mind right now.
I love Suzuki so much because he's one of like Vegas's biggest mistakes. Like,
Oh, hands down.
like every time he does something good, I'm like, bookie Vegas.
Do you remember who he was traded for?
Not a chance.
Max Pacioretty.
I should have known that. He was their captain, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Should have known that.
They also have Ivan Demidov, who was a Calder Cup trophy finalist.
That's a dumb name.
Demidov?
Ivan Davidov.
Ivan Demidov.
He's Russian, right?
Yes, he is.
100%.
Well, I mean, we have the most Russian guy in the world on our roster. Ivan.
That's pretty bad.
He's so nice, he named him twice.
Didn't we have a Vladimir?
We had Vlad Nemestikov.
Oh, I miss him. He was cool.
He was good. He's played for more teams than I think he's been a deadline deal 5 of the last 6 seasons.
That's gonna suck.
But he's made a home for himself in Winterpeg.
That'll be good one day.
I think so. If they can get a defense around Hellebuck and actually get guys there. You think he moves on?
Oh yeah. All the Americans are saying fuck this, except Caulfield and Suzuki.
Where's Kachuk going to end up then?
Florida.
Oh God, that would be the worst.
I mean, that's where I would go.
Kachuk and Kachuk just being knuckleheads
Oh, hell
together.
Get the Hughes brothers over there. Shit, just make Team America again.
Where does Quinn land, do you think? Does he stay in Minnesota?
That's the question, because maybe Jack leaves New York. Not New York, New Jersey. Maybe Jack leaves New Jersey.
And they leave Luke behind.
Yeah, because I'm like, Minnesota's looking, unfortunately, pretty good.
But they're not going to have any money.
That's also true.
Because they're about to pay Kiprusoff $17 million a year.
Kiprasov.
Did I say Kiprusoff?
You did.
He
did. Kiprasov made it into the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Once
Kirill.
again, Kirill Kiprasov.
Not even the same country. Like, not even close. Well, no, Finland touches Russia.
Yeah, Russia tried to make Finland theirs.
Yeah, that's true.
But the finish.
Kirill Kaprizov is about to make $17 million a year.
I thought Kirill's what whales eat.
I need to got a stream deck here. I need to add a rim shot to the
Yeah,
stream
'cause
deck.
I'm just going to keep doing it. He's the Vancouver's. They're the whales, right?
Vancouver Canuck. Yeah, well, Canuck, their logo is a whale, yes.
Knuckleheads. That's one of my favorites, Knuckleheads. That's just funny.
Okay, now pivot again. We'll get to the predictions here in a second, because I don't want to get to the predictions just yet. What do you think about Matt Sundin coming back to Toronto and the Sedin twins coming back in a bigger role with Vancouver? Do you think those are nostalgia moves to try and keep fans interested in 2 teams that are probably not going to be very good in the next couple of years? Or do you think those are smart front office moves for franchises trying to get back in the up and up?
I mean, it's tough because, unfortunately, I didn't do any research for this episode. So I don't know.
He's been on planes, people. Just give him a break.
I'm just thinking, like, coaching front office, it's all hard. Like, what San Luis is doing is not easy.
No.
Look at the Iser plan. We're still waiting to see what that fucking does.
I'm shocked he's still getting more time. It's amazing what 3 Stanley Cups will do for your reputation
We're
in the
still
city.
waiting. Just trudging through it.
1 more year.
And, like, thank God Sakic's good at it, because he could have sucked. Look at Elway. Elway shat the bed with the Broncos. If he didn't pick up Peyton Manning, we would have had, like, 20 years of just bullshit.
So I'll defend Elway, but let's continue this conversation first. I'll tell you why the Elway plan didn't work. There's a reason, and it's why
There's a reason.
It's been fixed now, and it's the reason why it ties into this whole conversation.
Is it McDaniels?
No, it's worse.
But, like, so yeah, like, Matt Sundin as a legend.
Nordique's legend.
Look at Gretzky. He's the greatest example of it.
Yep.
Gretzky is hands down the greatest hockey player, one of the greatest athletes probably ever.
Yes.
His domination, I keep saying this to everybody who doesn't watch hockey, and I can't, like, Michael Jordan doesn't even touch him. Babe Ruth doesn't even touch. The domination Wayne Gretzky had over the National Hockey League is honestly kind of scary.
Right.
And so that's best player ever. Horrible fucking coach.
One of the
Just
worst in history.
Not good at it. Just so bad. Just so bad. And like, it's tough because you don't want to see him to ruin the legacy. Because another close to home one is Patrick Walla. He didn't suck as a coach. Like he changed the league by pulling the goalie with like 4 minutes left.
Right.
Because before that, which is wild to think of now, before that, they would pull him with 30 seconds, 45 seconds, maybe a minute. And, like, I agree with Law. That is not enough time to get anything done. You need, like, a full power play of, like, 2 minutes at
Right.
least.
Oh, yeah.
And so when he started pulling the goalie at 3 minutes, at first I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And then afterwards, like, oh, my God, he's genius. He's a mad genius. He's a mad French-Canadian genius. And, like, that was great. But then, like, that year was amazing.
Right.
I think we were number one in our division.
That was the traditional Avalanche.
So good.
I think we'll just stay here for the rest of this. The Avalanche winning when there's realignment, because every year of realignment, the Avs win the division.
And, like, we rolled that year.
And then we lost to Nashville.
No, we lost to Minnesota.
Oh, was that 2013?
14?
No. 14?
I had a girlfriend.
Oh.
We were at that game.
Oh, shit.
The first game I ever went to with her, it was like our third or fourth date. It was against the Boston Bruins.
Okay.
We got shut out 2-0.
Yikes.
And I kept telling her, I promise you this is fun. I promise you. They're going to score. There's going to be a big horn. 'Cause she'd never been to a game. And then it just never happened.
Oh,
We
that
just
sucks.
sat there, and then, like, I get really pissy when the Avs lose, so that was just not a great... She stayed with me for, like, another year and a half, so, like, it wasn't that
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, exactly.
But it wasn't good. And then,
no.
like, when we were at, because I remember it was the ping heard around the world.
Oh, fuck.
Because it just went right over Varlamov's shoulder, hit the crossbar and in. And I was just sitting in my chair, like,
Yeah, that
Do
was
I-
2014 because
do
it
I
was
cry in front of my girlfriend? Like, what do I do?
because that was the Matt Cook game.
And that was the series where Eric Johnson became my mom's favorite player because the puck was like trickling down the ice, and Johnson just turned on the afterburners.
yeah.
and fucking
Oh,
like
yeah.
dived and knocked it out. And mom's like, I like him.
Oh my
I
god.
think we won that game in overtime
Oh,
because he
EJ.
knocked the puck, empty net, we score, send it to overtime. Ooh, is pretty.
Yes.
And so like that was great. The whole point of this tangent
Yes.
is the way Wall left is a little heartburn. Like he left right after training camp or something
Yeah, he left with 30 days before the season started.
because Bednar came in, and it's like,
Who was
here-
the coach of the Eagles at the time?
here you go, bud. Like here's this team that you have no say in how it's developed or whatnot.
And it was all over personnel decisions because Sakic did not want to play the same system that Wall wanted to, and they were both in that position of general management. Because that's the only reason Wall would be a coach, is if he had some personnel decision-making skills, and he and Sakic didn't see eye to eye. And I think Kroenke said it's either you or me, and Wall said me, and then he left.
Which is also tough because Wall's the reason we have McKinnon.
Exactly.
Wall put his foot down and was like, it's not what we need. We need defense. It's not what you need. You take the best player available.
Correct.
And he took, because my mom was even like, I think she found a memory on Facebook from a few years ago that popped up that was like, Seth Jones, Colorado Avalanche #1. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no.
And it was because of his Colorado ties. A lot of people wanted him here.
And he was good. Like,
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of things. Denver Nuggets. I think it was Denver Nuggets.
Yeah,
right?
Popeye Jones was his dad.
Let's go. Denver Nuggets, defenseman, which we really fucking need.
Yep.
And so, like, those two, like, really good defensemen, like, those two things come together. Like, okay, yeah, we're going to take him. And then I think Mom was, like, a little upset when we got Nathan McKinnon because she's like, who the fuck is this guy? We don't need more offense. And, oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, there he is.
And so we have Nathan McKinnon now because of Wall. And so,
He's back.
I might be dying.
long story short, I can't think of anything funny to say. Charlemagne is the reason we have Nathan McKinnon.
So let me just wrap this part up, and then we can get Sean back into this
No,
conversation.
fuck that stinky guy.
So the reason Elway failed.
Sorry.
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 The reason Elway failed was because the Broncos did not have ownership. They were in a trust for a majority of the time that he was in his position. So he didn't have anybody pushing back. They didn't have any. They were a rudderless ship, essentially, because the Bolin kids were fighting over who got the team. Pat was beyond his faculties or dead. Rest in peace, Pat Bolin. One of the greatest owners in professional sports.
That's one for Pat.
Yeah. This one's for Pat. But when John and Pat was in this like tail end of his control, that's when John got Peyton. That's when John brought in DeMarcus Ware, Aqib Talib, DJ Ward, Darian Stewart, like the key marquee pieces that led to that Super Bowl championship team in 2015. Why it fell apart was they had no leadership. If you notice, when the Penner Group bought the Broncos, they started winning again. It's amazing what ownership can do to a franchise, which is why Toronto and Vancouver will be bad for a very long time for the near future because they have fucking horrible ownership. The Aquilinis in Vancouver only care about money. Only care about money. They don't give a fuck about the franchise. It's proven by, Rogers Place is an amazing place to see a hockey game, but they don't invest in their front office. They literally picked a guy after fucking around with another guy.
It's a good place to watch a game if you're a fan of the other team.
Exactly. So they bring in they raised the role of the Sedin twins to kind of like bolster fan love. They'd be like, oh, they care about us a little bit. Yeah, they're bringing out these faces that we know and love. And then in Toronto, they're like, we're going to bring in Matt Sundin as this pretend advisory role, and then we're going to bring in John Chaika, who literally destroyed Arizona from the inside out.
Hell yeah.
And give him permission to make the pick of the number 1 pick in the draft this year. Like, I don't know. He's saying all the right things. He fired Craig Berube, which I think was the right decision. And they want to bring in a young coach. So, Bruce Cassidy's not an option there, I guess.
Yeah. Well.
But they want to bring in an up-and-coming coach. But to tie it all together, your point with Waugh, without Waugh, we don't get Bednar. Without Bednar, we don't win a cup. In my opinion.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for Waugh,
we wouldn't have McKinnon.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's it's tough. It could go either way.
And I think Waugh got a raw end of the deal in New York. I think he was the
what the
scapegoat for
fuck?
a shitty fucking team. A team that's if they can develop Matthew Schaefer instead of ruining him like they did Jordan Eberle, like they're doing with Matt Barzal. If they can find a way to get something out of him, and he's the first unanimous Calder Trophy winner since Solani in '93. How crazy is that?
Oh, Timo.
Yeah. Timo had like 117 points or some shit. Like he scored 70 goals in his rookie year with Winnipeg.
That's a way to finish.
I'm
leaving again.
Okay. So tying all this in, because we did a whole history corner while you were gone. And we've talked a little bit about Montreal and Carolina. So
Montreal.
Give me some of your thoughts about these two teams and what you're expecting, and then give us your prediction for
Penny for your thoughts.
For the
well, I think
Toss a coin,
Carolina's got the same benefit Colorado does, that they have crazy depth right now. So if you take that Montreal top line and pair it against Carolina's top line, you might shut the top line down, but then you have, guys like Stankoven and Blake in your middle bottom six that can still put the puck in the net. I think getting to the conference final again, I think Montreal is going to have a good head of steam, especially coming off the win against Buffalo and having that bump. I think Montreal can probably take game 1 just because Carolina's been sitting for so long and hasn't played any real hockey in almost 2 weeks, which is just insane. So I could see Montreal.
Can't see Minnesota do fuck all. You can see them golf.
And Minnesota from the top row.
Sorry, it's been a rough last couple of minutes.
Sean's just fucking
Sean's
finding God on the porcelain throne.
Yeah, it's not fun. But I think Montreal can probably take game 1 because I think they might surprise Carolina because Carolina might look past them a little bit. I don't see a way that Montreal wins the series.
Yeah.
I think I have Carolina in 6, just because of how much recent important hockey Montreal's played and how long it's been since Carolina's played. I think it goes 6, but I think ultimately Carolina is just going to overwhelm them because they've got way more depth and more pieces and more experience, which I don't really usually put a whole lot of stock in, but in this situation, especially with Caulfield not really getting super hot, I don't see a way Montreal gets more than 2, and I think it's a lucky 2.
Alex.
You think Brindamore is gonna let these guys come out rusty? He's probably screaming at him right now.
He's not gonna want them to, but
That man's terrifying.
Yes, he is.
And
He is veins, muscle, and anger.
he's holy shit.
Yes.
I was watching like the top 10 cup like awards in the last I don't know how many years. Obviously all the televised ones.
He hasn't aged since 2006.
Well, that's what I'm saying because like every other one, like you see Joe Sakic go up, shake Bettman's hand, and like do the picture with Bettman, or like if they start skating away, Bettman will come over. He didn't do that with Brindamore. Brindamore grabbed the cup and was like, "Fuck you, bam!" and Gray Bettman's like, "I'm gonna fuck myself."
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
out of here.
Yeah. So I want to believe that the Canadians can do it, but they're gonna get fucking stomped. Game 1's gonna be like 5-0 Carolina. They're gonna come out like little, we got this guy, bam, dead.
So what do you have? Carolina in?
4.
Oh my God, he's going for the 12-0.
Dude, I want 1. It'd be cool to see. 2, it's happening.
Oh my God. So I originally put Canes in 6 as well, but I changed it on the graphic that we have here. I have Canes in 5. Partly because I think they'll lose game 1 and then it'll be a gentleman's sweep.
There's a storm of brewing.
I just think Carolina is so well drilled right now, and Frederick Anderson's playing his ass off. Stankoven is unstoppable. Seth Jarvis and his homies are
Fucking
unstoppable.
Dallas.
And something about Carolina makes me feel like it's inevitable.
Hey, our picks. It's 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7.
What are you, 2?
Oh my God, that's
Yes.
awesome.
Fucking dummy.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to.
Yeah,
the
go
room by
back to your
myself.
shitter. Right?
I just am excited that we have 4 teams who are all
Not from Florida.
not from Florida, And not-
Carolina's close.
not Edmonton,
Oh boy, they're close.
and not Edmonton.
They're fucking close.
But we will have at least one finalist from the recent last 5 Stanley Cups.
Oh, fun fact. This is, barring injury, this will be the 46th Stanley Cup final in a row featuring a teammate of Jaromir Jagr. No matter what happens on both sides, there will be another player that's played with Jaromir Jagr in the Stanley Cup final.
Is it Wedgwood for us?
No.
It's not Burns, is it?
No. It is one of our guys, though.
Oh, man.
I have no idea.
I'm going through our list of players in my head. Hold on. It's Kulak. Yeah.
God damn it! I was gonna sing that. I was gonna be the hero. Fuck.
Brett Kulak, and there's one from Vegas, which is
I'm
why
so angry.
Which is why no matter what happens,
Fuck me.
you get the 46th in a year in a row that a Jagr teammate has made the final.
I'm sorry, Alex.
Dude, that sucks. That sucks so much. I was like, is it Kulak? I love Kulak.
Yeah, because it was when he was. Can you tell what team it was, though?
No, I don't give a shit about that.
It was the Washington Capitals. Sorry, I just had to do that. Kulak has. It's awesome because he got to play with Jagr. You got to play with Crosby. You got to play with McKinnon and McDavid.
You got to play with like everybody.
Yeah. Kulak's been around a minute. So has Brent Burns.
He actually played with Charlemagne.
He probably
No,
did.
Brent Burns definitely played with William the Conqueror. Gentlemen, I think is it time?
No,
No, not yet.
I was gonna say something.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
I forgot.
Okay.
Oh. I was because you're saying it's not a team from Florida, and I said North Carolina's close, and so I was like, if you're part of the Confederacy, it still counts. And I'm like, I had to think about it. Like, was Florida part of the Confederacy? Because that's one you don't really think about that often.
I don't think they were.
They were.
They were?
I just looked it up,
Oh, okay.
and it's funny because I went to North Carolina on one of my shows. I think it was North Carolina. If I'm wrong, no one's gonna roast me. I got 25 viewers.
This is gonna be the most viewed episode.
Watch
was-
this be the
I
one
was-
that pops off.
I was sitting in a parking lot, just thinking about it. It's like the North Carolina were they big in the war? Because you always hear like Virginia, like Virginia's the big one,
Tobacco Row, bro.
and like what did was North Carolina in it? Were they kind of chill? No, they sent the most troops to the Confederacy.
Yeah, they had the most to lose because of all the tobacco farms in
Like,
Tobacco Row.
I was like, ooh, North Carolina was bad
Sweet.
guys. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That
They
was-
they had a lot to say. I will say to tie into this as well. Played a show in Mobile, Alabama, one time, and the restaurant and the venue. So we ate at a restaurant which is down the street from the venue we were playing at,
I got another fun fact.
and on the corner was a huge sign
Huge.
for the last slave auction ever held in American history.
Sweet.
Tight.
Wow. I was like, interesting. What's your fun fact?
It's more fun than that.
Yes, I hope so. Fuck, I hope so.
This comes from my coworker, so it can be total bullshit. Do you know where restaurants came from?
France.
But like, what's the history of it?
Charlemagne.
No, unfortunately. That would be cool. It's about it comes from somebody else we talked about.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was.
Was it Brock Nelson? Did he open the first ever restaurant?
He looks just like his uncle. It's kind of terrifying. I would say I'm going to take a wild guess here. It was an opportunity. It was an opportunity for soldiers to rest, and while they took a time away, they had people cook meals or develop like a meal plan for them in specific places throughout wartime.
That was a good guess, but totally wrong. Sean, what's your good guess?
I don't even know where to start.
Well, you gotta start because we're on the clock.
We're only an hour and 30 minutes in, guys. It's fine.
I don't want to be on the clock. I'm not drafting anybody.
With the first pick in the
Just
what the
make-
fucker restaurants
Just
from.
make up a stupid fucking story.
Yeah, dude, I did. Come on.
Just pull it out of your dirty, shitty ass.
All right, it was when the Vikings were invading and sieging Paris. They needed somewhere to hang out.
The Vikings like, oh, this looks good enough. Make me some roll.
How about you
It was-
give me some?
It was on their way out. It was after
confit,
they
motherfucker.
sacked Paris, got what they needed out of it, and then on their way out, as they were raiding a bunch of different villages along the rivers, they set up little spots to eat along their raid routes.
That was so dumb. I'll give you one chance to redeem yourself. What river flows through Paris?
I know the answer, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
He's dumb.
Oh my god, I should know this. I just finished playing the Siege of Paris on Valhalla.
That's why he went with the Vikings.
That's why
Yeah.
he's got Viking on the brain.
It's his. Can I say it?
Does it start with an S?
Yes,
no,
it does.
It
Is it the
does.
Sina or
Sen.
Sen or however
Yeah.
the hell you say
Sen.
it?
It's, yeah, Sen. La Sen.
Good job, Sean.
I've been on the Sen. It's beautiful.
I've not. I've been on the Elbe and the Rhine
I've never been on the Rhine.
and the Tiber.
But the Sen is beautiful,
And the
especially at like
Mississippi.
middle of day. I've been on the Mississippi too.
I've been on Mississippi.
the Mississippi Railroad.
I've also been on the Pooter.
Pooter.
I've been on the
Me-
Pooter.
Mississippi Railroad.
No, so
Have you been on the Cuyahoga?
probably. Who fucking knows? What's the Cuyahoga from?
Cuyahoga's in Ohio.
Oh, definitely not.
Okay.
Fuck Ohio. So restaurants came about because the French did this thing where they chopped off the heads of all the aristocrats and
Oh
kings.
fuck! Oh yeah.
And so all these private chefs were looking around like, we don't have a job anymore. We're really good at cooking.
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah,
So let's open a few restaurants.
Yeah, so they just started like selling their meals,
Why don't we sell our meals on the Champs-Élysées?
and so there you go.
The
It's because the French just got a little chop heavy.
Oh, a little bit.
All right.
That brought a whole new meaning to "you are chopped."
Well, alrighty then.
Holy shit. All right. We're going to try this and see how this works and see if it comes out well.
Because
it's
I'm ready for
it's
it.
time for the 3 stars of the podcast. Yeah.
That's so bad.
Yeah, put a fucking trigger warning up before that.
Yeah, we will slap a trigger warning on that.
We should slap the trigger warning after it.
It's like, by the way, sorry. We just did something crazy because I have a new toy and I wanted to try it out.
Wild screen change in -3 seconds. Thanks.
Since you've been gone the longest, Alex,
Oh,
who is your star of the podcast?
Sean's anus
that is
for holding on as long as it did.
You made it almost an hour.
You almost made it. Oh my God! You almost. Yeah, he chugged a Pepto beforehand.
I
So
tried
I
to
just
hold
gotta
on.
just slow clap. Just holding the damn man. Just
Look,
hold, brothers.
I
Hold.
I have had years of training,
And
so
Yeah.
Aaron Frankel.
Yeah. Oh, tough break for
Sean's anus and Aaron Frankel.
the Department of Defense, man. What a tough series for her, but Ottawa keeping that one alive for you, Sean.
well, I mean, I did have him at 5, so
Yeah. One of these episodes we'll talk about the PWHL expansion and my personal thoughts on it. Why Vegas, not Denver, but we'll go there later. Who is your star of the podcast, Sean?
I think I'm gonna give my star of the podcast to your toilet because that thing is a trooper.
To be fair, I'm lactose intolerant and I really like ice cream. So yeah, it's seen some shit.
It wouldn't. I guess it wouldn't have mattered if I ordered the cheese curds.
Yeah, that's true. My star of the podcast goes to the GOAT, Charlemagne.
They're gonna say me again. I was gonna punch you right in the dick. I was just gonna punch you straight in the dick.
No, I can't give it to you all the time,
Charlemagne.
but yeah,
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne and the fact that he's good for French history and American or in English history. Really,
But-
if you think about it,
He was a German.
that's true.
Fuck you, French.
We suck at everything. I know.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch, baby.
Hey, Derek, sprechen Sie dick.
Derek, sprechen Sie Dick.
Oh man. Well, with that, one last quick plug for Bricks and Minifig Centennial. Use the promo code PesterLine for 15% off your purchase at checkout on bamcentennial.com. And head to the website as well to find out what events they're having. On June 12th, they will be hosting a meet and greet with the cast of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is pretty sick. If I was not going to be in Canada, I would be there. So my wife and I are going to go see that show.
Yeah.
Blame Canada.
Yeah, I'm going up to actually see Blue Jays Yankees on the 14th, which is going to be awesome. My first time seeing the Blue Jays in Toronto at the Rogers Center, which will be
So
sick.
You blank on their stadium name there for a second.
Yeah, for a second, my brain is cooked. But please do us a favor. If you are new here, go ahead and drop us a subscription. It's free. Don't forget that part, and it doesn't cost you anything.
You can send us money if you want to.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say no.
I'll drop my Venmo in the comments below.
If you want to use that 15% off to buy me the Eevee Lego, shit.
Yeah, and Bricks and Minifigs is a Lego shop, and they let you go in and build things, and when you build it,
Yeah, they have a custom Green Bay Packer minifig on the website now. What's up with that?
I think a master builder came in and built that. He brings master builders in all the time.
No, it's literally just a minifigure. It's just a dude.
Oh, interesting. I
It's
don't know.
It's just a dude.
Maybe it's Tom Grassi.
Ooh, you're right.
He was on he's on an episode of Robot Chicken, which I thought was pretty cool.
Robot Chicken's still going?
Yes, Seth Green is making a shitload of money with that show still.
Dude, I love Seth Green.
But make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk about your favorite. Talk about your favorite Seth Green moment.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that. What was that, 68 Judge?
Are you quoting? Oh God, what's that fucking movie?
That must have fallen out of
Sex.
space.
Is that Sex Drive?
That's what a great movie.
Oh my God, Raumspringer. That's when I learned about Raumspringer. I fucking love. Also, audio warnings for when Alex yells into the microphone.
I'll do it again.
He'll do it again.
That's how we make sure you're paying attention.
Yeah. Comment all the movies and things that we've brought up in this episode.
Anybody want up in it?
What's your favorite
thoughts on Alex finally seeing Princess Bride?
Yeah. What's your favorite line from Princess Bride? You didn't share yours. Do you have a favorite line from Princess Bride?
I don't know.
He hasn't seen it either.
Yes, I have, because my name is Inigo Montoya.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
I'm gonna derail this ending one more time. Mandy Patinkin, who played Inigo Montoya, was originally on the show Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
He left Criminal Minds because he was tired of doing shows about violence.
And then he did Homeland.
And then he did Homeland.
Okay.
But he also
that tracks.
he also did an entire. He played a role where violent vengeance was his entire platform, which was always ironic. If you're listening to this
Prepare to die.
on the audio podcast, leave us 5 stars on your audio on your Spotify, Apple Music, or Audible accounts, whatever you guys choose to listen to. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your exes, tell your current lovers, tell your crush,
Tell your exes I'm single.
and yeah, tell anybody who let people know Alex is single.
And ready to mingle.
Sean and I are not, unfortunately for everybody else but our wives.
No, but if you like Sean, I'm basically just a smaller version of him. Actually, I'm bigger than him. I think I'm taller
A little bit.
and
little bit.
fatter. I'm a bigger version of my bigger brother.
Oh my God! And I'm the oldest of all of us. Still, that'll never change.
That doesn't change. That's not how time works.
No,
Unless
It
you
could.
travel around the Earth really fast.
I'm not Superman.
No, because that's like in space,
No, it's true.
like time dilation. If you go really fast, we'll age. You won't.
Interesting. Like Interstellar.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. No, because like they. Never mind.
It's another tangent we'll go on another
Yep.
time. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to do a live stream for Game 1 tomorrow, as I'm going to drop this episode tonight.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night. It's gonna be a good night.
Tonight's the night.
It's gonna happen tonight.
That I will fall for you.
It'll happen again
And again.
and again.
And again. But my goal is to be able to do Game 2 on Friday, because I will be back home in the comfort of my house and able to have good internet that won't crash on me. But I will do my best to record a post-game reaction from last night or tomorrow night's game and get ready for a crazy series with Vegas Golden Knights.
Boo.
Boo, indeed.
Yes.
Alex has already mentioned in our chat, and I'm going to bring this up, that he was going to be disappointed. He's ready for disappointment. And hopefully it's not the case. Hopefully he's elated with joy. And with that being said, for Sean, for Alex, I'm Michael. This has been the PesterLine Podcast, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Good of you. Bye.